The sun was beaming for Heretics there on Sunset. They were shining bright like a couple of stars, dominating the competition and forcing us into a map 3. Safe to say that Sentinels will just be licking their wounds after that one, because it wasn't just a strong performance, Kukuka. That was a flat-out shellacking. Like, they dominated Sentinels.
That was a masterclass on how to retake something that is being very controversial and complicated in today's meta, and definitely the playset that we see. But I'm so happy to finally see Heretics in the international stage and actually getting their first map win.
Yeah, I mean, all the questions basically answered in terms of how these rookie players might perform on a stage.
Yeah.
And really, the nerves weren't even there, man. I mean, you see the way that they played. They were dominating in every single aspect of the game.
Yep.
Double pistol rounds, the retakes were perfect. They were winning in first kills. Gun rounds are going their way. But really, I mean, the bread and butter of Heretics is their retakes. I mean, we saw numerous examples of this. Round 4, we saw a fantastic example as well of just them partitioning out the map, what they wanted to fight over. The market take was amazing. They wait, there's hesitancy there for just a moment. Backside control just being held by Rians. He just does his job and holds it down, while the rest of his team overwhelm them from the market side. But they have different takes into this. It's not just like this as well. I mean, the pistol round, which is round 13 on the other side of things, them playing the post plans, they have so many different looks that they throw into it.
Yeah, and I think that it has to do also with the beginning of how this half started, and how Sentinels were attacking B constantly, and our Heretics made it seem so easy with those protocols. And this is this pistol round that you mentioned, and after getting the plant, they know exactly what they want to do and what kind of utility has to escalate on top of the other, on top also of that Omen smoke.
Dude, Boo's smokes are so damn good. I mean, he forces Sentinels to make a decision. Either you push past the smoke into main, or you try and take the spam battle against us.
And there's a trip.
Die, there's a trip. Absolutely, all those layers to it. Not just that, even earlier than that, Miniboo is playing back sight as the Neon, and he shows presence. He fires a shot. He doesn't give away his life. He runs back to the rest of his team and forces Sentinels to then use more util to clear him in the first place.
You know what's bonkers about this? It's like you look at Heretics play and you feel like it's a team that's been together forever. Honestly, they're so drilled, they're so coordinated, and that is horrifying.
And I think another thing that is crazy is with having so many so young players, it is crazy to see someone like Miniboo having the restraint to not send it, you know? You know that when players are very electric, they get heat up and they're like, oh my god, I'm getting the kills, I'm gonna keep going.
When he does
this is gonna be the play, let me get the highlight.
It's insane, man. Like, I'm telling you, these guys are, like, they're bonkers. And look, I mean, like I mentioned before, I mean, Benji played in one of the biggest tournaments of all time. I have no doubt in my mind that he was gonna walk on that stage ice cold. He's doing exactly that, Bren. It has been very impressive to watch his team put this together, but now they gotta close this out.
Yeah, they do. That's the question, right? And doing it on Bind, which is the map that Sentinels, listen, they're not too bad at. I believe they recently took a loss on this map itself, but they have a lot of different looks onto it. In particular, Tense on the Yoru. They do fantastic takes when they're trying to fight for that bathroom control. Tense is a one-man army. He's a wrecking ball. He runs through bathroom basically alone and just sets himself up for success. If they've got plans to deal with that, that could be a good way to win this one out. But Heretics winning it would be amazing for them, starting up 1-0. Obviously, we're in the early stages of the Swiss stage. It's not over for any team if they end up losing this here, but honestly, getting on the right foot like that would be absolutely immense.
Hear me out. Head-to-head, Tense, Miniboo on Yoru, on Bind. It could be a delicacy to watch. And we're probably going to get it. Of course, we might be expecting some changes. Maybe the teams have prepared something specifically from this tournament, knowing that, as we were saying, they haven't played it a lot. We're talking about Sentinels, a team that has played as a whole a lot, but Heretics is literally on the other side of the spectrum for it. So maybe they identified some of the pieces that were not merging well together on Bind, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see a little bit of an adaptation. But honestly, after the map that Rians just had on Sova, I wasn't sold, okay, with the utility that he was using, how he was moving, how those executes were so well oiled every single time. I think I might be, you know, might be
eat your words a little bit there. All right.
Twistology is transforming.
I mean, he's looking so damn good on the stage. He really hasn't missed a beat, despite the fact that, you know, Heretics play basically all their matches online during the kickoff qualifier. Even though 4 of the players were on the stage, they were playing on online servers. Now they're sitting here at LAN, and they're doing it. I mean, they're taking it to a team like Sentinels. I don't know what we're going to be expecting from the agent select. If we're going to see changes there, I'm just going to sit back and be a React Andy, to be honest, for this last map.
I honestly don't think we're going to see any. I think they're just gonna play their play your game. That's what they've been doing this whole time, and it's been fun.
It's been good. I mean, we've had a good quality Valorant for all these teams. I mean, this entire tournament just suits it. You're only seeing the best of the best compete, even though it's a number 2 seed versus a number 1 seed. It doesn't matter, man. Every single team deserves to be here, and it feels like every single team could make a run of things all the way to the finals.
It's a scary, scary thing. What a competition this has been, but here comes the Agent Select. We'll see what we get out of this one. Any changes coming through.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. Okay, eat my words now.
Okay, damn, I was looking forward to that freaking head-to-head with Yoru versus Yoru, but no, Tensa's gonna go for the Gecko. I didn't even, more layers of utility to this composition.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, it gives him more tools to potentially fight for that extremity control. Doing it alone as Gecko might be a little bit better than the Yoru, to be honest.
Wait, are we in game already?
Changes probably needed to be made for Sentinels' bind comp, and I wonder what has led them to this as well. I wonder if it is just them, you know, getting kind of boomed when we're trying to fight for that extremity control and bind for like showers, B-long, whatever it might be. Because Tens was getting diffed in that. Teams were counter-shredding the ever-loving sugar out of them. I'm not going to make the same mistakes earlier. And I wonder if that is a result of that.
It is not the first bind in which we see the KO. We saw that the effect that they had. Patitech had an amazing second half. I expect him to keep it up, to be the Patitech that we learned to love in 2020, that we can still love in 2024.
Well, folks, both teams haven't had a win on the global stage in a long time. But the question now is who walks away on top? Who's going to end the drought? Let's send it back over to Pansy and HyperX for the call.
This is what I wanted, Mike. This map 3, walking into somewhat the unknown, it feels like.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the map record coming out regionally, obviously it's a little more concerning for Sentinels, but I mean, a laboured victory for Heretics over Foot as well makes this a bit of a question mark. The composition change, sure, we'll have to see it in execution really to judge this, but it's definitely a curveball. Heretics are going to be well equipped for this.
I can't believe we're here.
I mean, I'm so glad we've got a third map from this.
Same, because Lotus didn't feel like the first half was not necessarily like a blowout, but you know, it was scrappy on that first half. So second half, Sen just full control. Map 2, honestly, Heretics, full control. It felt like.
I mean, yeah, but we come out Sunset left wanting more, and we're gonna get it.
Oh, I'm so excited. I hope this is just a good game of Valorant, right? That's what we're all here for. Early presence towards B-long. See Zekken getting one to check there by Patitech. Knife not going to connect. But it's certainly quite indicative. But do they pull any rotations? Not yet. They're still committing to the 3-on-8. Careful now.
Sassy and Ten is desperate to create a little further pressure up B-long here. But yeah, not cause too many problems, and look as if Sentinels might collapse towards B here. So we'll have the favourable numbers, obviously. And 2 members of Heretics over here. See if Benji Fishy can do enough damage on the way in here.
Well,
wow, there you go.
That's a tick in the box, and Sassy's on the hunt. You can see him trying to chase him down, but he's got to be careful. He's backpedaled quite far here. Benji Fishy is really making him work for the space. Yes, they get the site, but look at the wrap. Look at the presence on the rest of the map here. Puka is just flooded with Heretics bodies. The plant is not safe. Yeah, they can't get it down yet. They are screwed here. Here comes the counterplay coming back in. Benji Fishy and Miniboo eviscerating Sen. Oh my god.
Caught completely off guard by the TP through. It's Miniboo to open things up, I believe, onto John QT. That flank paying off massively. So now Patitech actually, got the kill first.
Yeah.
Here's the TP through. Rians and Miniboo. One on the board for Heretics to kick things off here. Struggling to get the plant down as well, whether or not that would have had any sort of difference on the outcome, but...
There was just so little safety there. There's so few places maybe they could have backpedaled to long or elbow. I mean...
Well, I mean, you lose Hookah there from the TP. You have to take something towards spawn or have some sort of comfort to really stop that rotation or the flank coming through. It just wasn't there.
Again, you can see Sen just trying to get those ults where available, gather a couple of orbs. Ten's building towards his first and foremost, looking like a test towards A, and you can really see Benji Fishy on the adjustment. And fortunately enough, none of that damage really connecting heavily towards Rians. He could have been in a spot of bother, but Sen actually going to get the sight on this one, so it should be the plant, but they haven't cleared out everything. Yeah, that was a little bit labored on that one. Plant now going to be coming down, but you can already see the counter pressure coming in. They're not going to sit back idly and let this happen. Riens is quite close, and that's going to be a perfect punish. This is huge work, yeah. Heretics fully in control of that.
To retain all the weapons purchased as well. Riens, I believe, working. Oh, actually, sorry, Miniboo. Towards his ultimate. Well, Sentinels have planned for the first buy round here. It's old progress really building. 10's the one we've got our eye on here. Confident start here from Heretics.
Speaking of confidence, Mike, I mean, sadly, Zelsis, John QT, and Sassy yet to really draw blood here, which makes you feel coming in cold. You just lost on Sunset. If you're talking about momentum, obviously, externally, 1-1 is 1-1.
I mean, yeah, you talk about the momentum of this series. You never want to be the ones, the team that gets slapped about on map 2.
Exactly.
I mean, here, you have to dig deep. A little bit of proactivity here, but Miniboo catching the flash here. Not able to push any further forwards. Sentinels anticipating that somebody's posted up a little deeper here. Miniboo gets the hell out of dodge, though.
How many of them did that catch? Just second, maybe? I'm not sure if that got some more. It kind of looks like it's just him. Burst going to come through, but no quick pressure towards Showers. So Heretics still have safety to fall back to. Got a corner of the site for themselves. John QT's presence could be massive. Zekin's actually caught Patitek there. I thought he'd stay a little safer. Boo now going to give away the game because John QT then uses that as his time to get into the fight. They've got full control here. The back of the site, yes, is Heretics, but still, they've got the time on their side. They've got Showers. They've got everything they need, apart from Zekin's just been cleared. John QT going to return the favor a little. And Sassy overrun. Tense, though, can't be the one to set up fully. It's now a 1v1. Rien still has util, but John QT with the reposition is just so heads up. Rien has no idea. John QT, masterful in his work there. Gets sent on the board with the first round here for themselves.
Comes down to just one member, though. It'll be costly to get their first round victory on. Zekin and 10's now. Oh, Zekin 2 away, sorry, from the showstopper, but 10's ultimate available here. Perfectly timed the pinch here into Showers. A little bit chaotic here. 10's actually managed to pin down the second kill there. Very impressive.
Nice! Good job.
I'm actually feeling a little flat in terms of the vibes here on the stage.
Not the same energy from the first
No, definitely not.
You know, obviously for Heretics, I hate being the caster who harps on about the 6th man, but it's hard to feel down when that crowd is behind you anyway.
When they cheer for everything, yeah.
Literally, it does kind of keep that energy up a little bit. And again, for younger players who aren't as comfortable, who might start feeling a little, heavy-hearted after a couple
That's
of
one of the
rounds.
biggest things to counterbalance that is to have the crowd cheering in your favor. And I mean, don't really need to say that for Miniboo. He's had a blinding series.
True. Ult's going to come in there. Clear path. Rinse and repeat somewhat, but look at the adjustment from Heretics down towards long. John QT again, worth his weight in gold in the last couple of rounds. He has been finding value. Plant is there. Not stopping. Now Heretics need to bring value to this very late wrap around the map. Yeah, Miniboo on the way. That's going to be checked on by Zekin potentially. Sassy as well going to keep Boo in check. Can they draw the attention elsewhere? Still buying time with the util. 10's going to give away a little bit of the game here. Miniboo trying to test him. And there's the late catch. Boo finally makes it around the corner. The defuse is going to be halfway through. That's not bad. Sen finally kicking. Oh, Patitek turns on a dime and takes down 2. But time is everything. He is running low on it. How do they get this across the line? And that might be how. Just put your body on the line. Oh my God, they're out of time. Surely. No way, he's got the defuse. Boo is there. Fantastic work in the end. But Patitek, your highlight player there, Mike. How the hell did he get both of them?
A moment of magic from Patitek.
Run it back for me, please, because how?
And the first half defuse as well, coming through so early here. He'll be coming back here, Boo. 2 crucial kills to close out the 3K. Secure the 3rd as well.
So close on that.
Looking comfortable once again in the retakes here. Sentinels will throw a few stingers in the mix. Might get something going here in round 5.
Show me something here, Sen. Let's have a little look. Yeah, Zekken, okay, on the close down. Okay, yeah, he got it. Doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get it done. Zekken going to remove the presence from the site, should allow for a plant this time. Remember last time, there was very little safety. They were over towards Hookah. They had presence towards CT. This time, not the case. Oh, where's that come from? Where the hell did that just come from? Heretics sweeping the site and Celsius trying to dig deep here. Show me some magic, Celsius. Make this count somehow. Molly goes in, but Panitek... Oh,
doesn't land.
No!
Hand off the mouse.
He's already given it. Celsius, you gave it a go, but it wasn't going to be enough.
Show me that shock dart. You see, Boo's utility is so on point here. And it's Rian's to find 2 with a shock dart.
Where'd he get it?
I mean, there's just so much util. Absolute blender from Heretics here. And this is something, you know, plays towards their strengths. We've seen already in this series. They have some of these geeky retakes. Sentinels, unfortunately, going to have to see a few of them before they can learn from them. And only a couple of stingers to come in here, so Sentinels not necessarily too upset about losing that one. Pit on short here. Panitek has taken a ton of damage.
Yeah, John QT's been a real threat in showers. He has been nasty with his work over there. But this is ill, you know, try and draw eyes towards A, but that spike is quite committed up here. Ten's got to be a little cautious. Trying to get that ult back, but Rien's fancying his odds. TP taken. They're looking towards A. Can they chase down Benji Fishy? No, they can't!
No command!
Oh, the timing on that was absolutely unreal. Benji Fishy played in off the back of it, and it's just stopped SEN in their tracks. What do they have outside of that? That was meant to be their goer.
Really takes the wind out of Sentinels here, left scrambling.
They left ashore.
30 seconds left now.
30 seconds left.
They got to run.
I mean, no secrets about this on the way in. You've got to question the utility as well here.
It's the one bonus is Boo's only got a judge, but it is still Rien's here.
The TP's coming through, yep.
Yeah, not alone anymore.
Oh, no!
Rien's blind, wall in place. It's a massacre. Sentinels left in pieces. Stopped at every entrance point. They need a timeout, and they need it now, Mike.
A beautifully constructed round. The no command completely shutting down any sort of pressure towards this Viper's pit. And Rian's, man, we talked about him firing up in the previous map, but looking so pivotal to Heretics' success here. Once again, top of the leaderboard.
Oh, look at him. There we go. Weber and Neil starting to really feel it out too. You know the boys are going to get confident. You know they're going to start feeling themselves. As long as they don't make any silly choices, if they can keep this up. SEN not calling a timeout here as well, Mike. They feel as though they've still got the right idea, potentially.
I mean, they have ults coming online here. Maybe some of these initial plans will come to fruition. One off the pit. Sassy, I was going to say one off the Seekers, but Miniboot, he's thread the needle. He's found his way in the back lines.
And now the reclear is devastating because they're not close enough to see where he slipped back to, if he's still around there, and they're trying to come back this way. Benji Fishy gets that contact, knowing that's a whole new stack of players coming on down. Can he buy the time? Rotation's going to come in. That's going to be Panitek making it over. Smoke's going to be invested. So they follow up on this. Celsius, yes, he absolutely does. Slicing through them. Try and take towards the side, but the spike is left loose. There's Rien's again joining in. This is rough to watch. Zekken trying to claw this back, but still no plant and still no security.
Got a ton of time here for Miniboo as well. In the ultimate, he's trying to find the second member. Oh, it just comes out! Zekken can't pin him down though.
He might be dead here now. Yeah, there it is, pain shelling combination, leaving it in a fair 2v2. Ult back online, gonna try and give him the information and maybe play in Zekken, who's following it, but look at Boo's position! Oh, Boo around the back! And now Zekken, was he spotted by Rien's? I think he might have been, maybe red, but now comes back through, notes Rien's, but he's in the wrong position now. Boo's got his number, surely. Gonna try and take him off that defuse, but it's not stopping! Oh, God, not again! Boo and Rien's! Heretics are untouchable right now. They are on cloud 9. Sentinels without an answer, Mike. Where is this timeout? They need to pump the brakes.
I mean, Zekken and Tens make a scrambled call here to get aggressive on the back of the Thrash, but the flank from Boo completely unconsidered. Rians again putting in support from the other side of the map. Oh my God, the satchel just out of range. See the frustration starting to show on the faces of some of the Sentinels players.
He's loving it.
Yeah, loving life.
And this is going to be the test of the metal here for Sentinels, isn't it? You go through your region looking, you know, revitalized, renewed, some of the return of the old players. Ten's coming back in, everyone's loving it. Welcome to the international stage again. It's a different beast out here. You could overlook Heretics. You could have looked at that roster and gone, you know, maybe a good run, maybe some decent results, but hey, they didn't even win their region. But you can't doubt this now. 6-1 has been a very good performance. Show me the depth, Sentinels. Show me what you've been working on. Show me what first place in Americas actually looks like here. This was their timeout. They've got ults. They've got the showstopper. They've got the pit. They've got Seekers. A little bit of a shoddy buy, but they've got something, Mike. And they need more than one round.
Have a little bit behind this, because only really Celsius. Then you saw the cash. Obviously, max loss bonus anyway, but Heretics looking so well drilled. Especially in some of these retakes, the coordination around ultimates, utility. We've seen it all so far. Now a totally different setup.
Okay.
Celsius will find the opener. Zekken to double down.
Love that. Love that. Punchy, aggressive. Now if they can at least get the plant, they get the time on their side. That's like a 6v3.
Boo actually will show his hand on the flank.
I mean, it's not the first time he's done it, but still I'm surprised that he's willing to give it away here. Drawing 3 players this side, can't handle them. Good work from Sentinels. They need a clean round as well. Be worth all those upgrades they could take on through. Rien's unable to connect. This is much better. There's Zekken again. This is punchy. This might be enough to at least open up a little bit of an opportunity, and it looks like a save from Mini Boo. It's a second here for Sentinels. Mike, after a drought, this must feel, you know, like they found the oasis here, just getting that second round.
Definitely, yeah, and not relying on 2 of the key ultimates here that were available, the Orbital Strike and the Viper's Pit. Still got that to lean back on. Want to try and remove this operator from the hands of Mini Boo. I believe he was noted throughout the round. Conscious, of course, of the save. They're not going to find it. Sentinels able to break that streak now. And that's Celsius' opener.
Yeah.
Second great pathing here. Get over the top of the truck. Absolute clothesline on Patitek.
Any more where that came from, though? Mini Boo still with that operator, this time on the A site, though. Gonna be checked on by the dog. Oh, towards Showers, so it's gonna be... he's forced to commit for at least now. Flash goes behind, Flash. But yeah, still good value. Zekken with an excellent trade, finding Benji Fishy, maybe making a little bit more space. You can still see the Flash, so they know that Patitek's nearby. They saw him early, and now they're gonna see him again. Zekken hunting him down, though.
One off the showstopper as well for Zekken. Could really turn things around. Pit will go down, Plant comes in from Tens.
Pop Flash in the smoke, and Mini Boo making no secrets of this one. Trying to clear towards Shower, they want some safety, and they ain't gonna get it. Zekken holding on here. Starting to heat up a little bit.
He goes Nade and the showstopper now.
Oh, that's massive from Zelsis as well, cutting off the back lines. Tens holding the plant itself, leaving just Rien's in a 1v3 now. Oh my God, hold on. Surely not. The drop. He's gonna hear it. Oh my God, Rien's! Relax! There's no way you do this, right? Oh, Zekken! Keeping Sentinels safe.
But a bigger picture-wise, a big win to draw out the showstopper.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that situation, a pit down, Rien's comes through, finds what, 2 or 3? I can't even remember how many.
3.
So to draw out such a pivotal ultimate here, the best of a bad situation to concede Sentinels third.
Barrel just showing there on John QT. Oh! He's really making a name for himself, even in the loss there. The brave Sentinels fan. But HyperX taking a timeout here. 2 consecutive rounds for Sentinels. Enough to bring a couple of questions and take away some of that money as well.
Do still have the orbital strike for Sentinels. Whether or not Niels has spotted anything that needs reining in so far. It's obviously off to a flying start, but Sentinels seemingly getting a grip now. Able to squeeze 2 rounds out. 3 remaining here for the first half. Second, I mean, no surprises, the driving force here for Sentinels.
I've got to say, for me, though, Zelsis is right up there too. He's been playing some very, it may even be just like a kill round he's been getting, but some of them have been so impactful.
I mean, he found the entry on a couple of these sites. Yeah. Sorry, hits towards A site. Curious if we see much of a switch up here. And actually we do, yeah. Previously, Miniboo the solo anchor towards B now. We one in towards Hookah. Obviously, lesser purchase here. 2 Sheriffs and a Guardian to round this out. Yeah, conscious that Miniboo's going to be playing up close here on short. Forced out early, but Sentinels anticipating some aggression here.
I quite like them sending Zek in here. Test a little. Don't let them feel overly confident in this presence towards A, keeping in mind that the rifle on Benji Fishy and Rienz is both on the same site. Yeah, they've got the Guardian on Miniboo, but still. Trying to test their patience. You've now had contact on 2 sides, 2 entry points towards B, but you can see where Sen are coming back to. There's contact. They've got to be ready for this. Underhand flash doesn't really crest the corner. Now can they do the damage on the way in? They've stalled them out here, Mike.
Yeah, 45 seconds. Sentinels considering resetting. No, just gonna wait out this poison orb.
Yeah, not that time.
Halted in his tracks though.
Yeah. But can they get further ahead? Palitek good for 1, but not good for any more. Rienz needs to play his life and a dip away. Now keep your eyes towards the plant. Do they get it? Do they get it for free? A couple of shot darks to be sent in, and careful. Tense is a bit lower here, and he's going to be caught on the way out. Rienz getting a whole lot of information too. John QT though, catching Miniboo.
That's going to be huge.
That's massive. Boo! He's got the shot. Zelsis has to clutch up here. A 1v2, and he's noted. Boo knows it. He wants that fight. 2 bullets, and Zelsis holds on.
It gives Rienz space though. He's got himself. He's got the half defuse already, Lauren.
He absolutely has, and Zelsis, he's got him dead! Keeping hope alive for Sentinels, that's what you want from Zelsis. That's the impact he can have with a clutch there. Sen make it to 3 in a row, 4 overall.
Touch and go for a moment. But a Red Bull clutch nonetheless. Rienz's Hunter's Fury opens things up here. And Boo, a huge kill on the flank. And like I said, draws Zelsis so far down short. Gives Rienz a ton of space to work with. Zelsis able to close things out.
Sentinels clawing this back. Not dead, not out of it. It looked dreary in those first couple of rounds for them, but they've got the resolve. But now do they have the sight hit they need here? Boo's gonna make a quick dash for it. Fall back a little deeper. He's got to be careful, actually. That ult is coming, and so is Second. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Miniboo's got to respect it as well. He took enough damage that he's been forced away here.
So get themselves onto site pretty comfortably. Obviously lacking Boo's utility here for the retake. Shot dart won't land this time around.
Thrash isn't done with you.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And finding Benji Fishy wasn't the play you're expecting. Second just goes and eviscerates them, and TT flies in, trying to give it large. And Miniboo is found. Sentinels right back in the matchup. 5 rounds now. It feels like a lifetime ago they were being pushed around this map.
The Perch is going to struggle here for HyperX in the final, but we'll obviously see everything spent up and nobody there to challenge the Thrash. Has total freedom to come through, clear all of this space. Again, the second use as well. Shut down Rians on the drone. Said lacking Boo's crucial utility has been the key to success for Heretics previously on B site. To the final round now. Ultimate's available. Boo, one off the divide, but...
They're walking. Hello. And bye-bye. Zelsis teed up for 2.
Spike down A.
Not a problem for him. Heretics is still fighting back. Second sharp, though. Good spray. Trying to hope to connect. Moving up towards Rian's. Yeah, lovely from Second. And now it's Boo a mile away, and Sentinels with what can only be said is a new lease of life. Whatever was said during that timeout is just incredible.
Hang on.
He's got 1 HP. Michael, he's got 1 HP. He's
Stop
got
the plant.
1 HP. It's fine, Tens is there. We're tied up. This is why we wanted a third mic, though. This is what we were after. A close affair between these two.
Sentinels clawing 5 rounds in a row to keep this level pegging coming into the second half. Having to dig so deep here. Second, the headliner, but we'll see everybody firing on all cylinders for the next half.
Oh, doggy. This is what you like to see, people. This is what we like to call in the pro wrestling biz an instant classic. That's what's happening here. This matchup has been stupendous. And yes, I had to fit a wrestling reference in there some way, somehow. This match deserves it. Guys, what a game we are seeing here between two teams that want it so bad.
I think it's brilliant what we're seeing coming in from Heretics, what Boo is doing every single round, preventing the plan, everybody playing to the best of their ability. Rians, like the entirety of Heretics going crazy for it, and also the way that Sentinels has managed to turn this around. Also, I believe this is probably the first time or so for Tens on the get-go, and I think that he's doing amazing. Probably that last round and the way that they closed, and even round 11, it's a perfect showing of it.
His agent pool's always been impressive.
So far, I think what we're watching right now is the two teams that have shown the best Valorant. I think out of all the teams at kickoff.
Yeah.
I think they're reacting so well to each other. They always have protocols, plans in mind for any play. You think back to that showstopper play that, you know, Zekken was throwing into the pit to clear it, and they had a null command ready and waiting instantly there. But it's the adaptations as well. Timeout was taken by Sen. Immediately, they're more aware of the Boo flanks. They're making the right calls and adjustments all throughout to bring it 6-2-6. You are seeing two teams at the top of their game right now clash between them. And just from the reactions, man, they want it, man. Both of these teams, they want to be going 1-0 up towards that in that Swiss stage.
My eyes are going to be turning, Kukuka, to the vibes merchant on that stage, Zelsis, because he's got to keep that team mentally in it. And on the other side, I'm looking at Benji to be that guy for this team because he's been quite vocal for them.
Yeah, exactly. I think that in every camera shot, we know how important it is for both of these teams to make it, for Team Heretics to achieve and get their first win at an international event, and for Sentinels to fulfill that promise of how they could be and they want to be in 2024.
I think it's safe to say that we've just been treated to some brilliant Valorant, and the fun don't stop here. Let's send it back over to your casters.
Oh man, 6-6 on the half. You could not ask for a better scoreline. Sentinels prying themselves out of the grave here in that last half, really, of that first half. It is just, wait, look at this brawl down long. Hold on, I'm just gonna have to pause this. Delsis just taking a wonder what's going on.
That's actually Tens and Zekken to find these kills here. Rians will respond, but the Sentinels coming out on top.
They're trying to send a message.
Finds a response. It's got another one!
10 HP in a dream. Oh, but it ain't coming true against Sassy, who finally gets on the board after what was a disastrous half for him. What can Boo do? Spike?
Ton of time to work with.
Yeah, because there was just a death match down long. Show me what you can do here, Boo. Not much with that timing. Oh, Sentinels, you're nasty with it, aren't you? Just go take a challenge down long and win it out.
It's almost what you want to see coming out the second half as well. The Death touching on, obviously, the vibes and the mental here really being tested. Sassy getting on the board. Got to see him activated here in the second half. Yeah, definitely Sentinels looking to send a message, set the precedent early here. Find themselves leading now, albeit one round.
Starting to liven up now. Oh, Zekken Nice shot on the first, but Benji Fishy is there for at least a little bit of damage on the way back through. But Boo's in trouble. You can see Tens getting a little interested, but that corner's not bad. Nah, not going to work out. Penatech still with a bit of chip damage too. Again, just a couple reminders of threat here. Now, do they go for the individual? Do they try and attempt towards Tens? Do they opt towards B now?
I mean, what weapon was dropped on short here? I just saw a ping on the minimap.
Not sure. God, but the timing's going to be interesting, isn't it? You look at where Sarsi and John QT are.
I mean, this flank is slow.
I mean, but Mini Boo and Penatech aren't moving. So, wait, I think...
No way they get behind this flank.
Oh, no. John QT turns around, hello. And now Boo.
He's been ahead of it.
All right, Mini Boo, show me what you got here. You got at least one noted player behind you, and this is horrible. Oh, it's horrible to witness Mini Boo just getting bullied from both sides. Sentinels gonna get that defuse. That's 8 carved on the board here. And they might be going back to retrieve that weapon. What was dropped down there? Let's see what John QT comes back with. Yeah, okay, Guardian is what they're after. So defuse will now be there. And Sentinels starting off well in the second half.
What are responses here from Heretics? Obviously drawn blood in the previous, but Tens already. Ultimate online. Next closest being Patstic on the other side. See what the approach is here on the defense. Obviously Sentinels already showing they're happy to show their hand very early on. See, riding the wave, the confidence from those 5 rounds unanswered to close out the first half. Yeah, Heretics looking to into A side pretty quickly here. Zels is tagged up, and Minibu going to take the space immediately.
Yeah, there's a bit of trouble though. Zekken on the other side.
Zekken's got to be so careful, yeah.
Oh, that's an issue though. Zels crest the corner at the right time, and you can see Penatech instantly on
the molly
defense.
bounce back.
That's ridiculous. But they still don't have a plan here. They still don't have the time on their side, right?
And look at the flank coming through from John QT. Boo's holding it.
That could be huge. Penatech gonna find Zelsis. Now John QT's flank might run out of steam if they don't have the presence on the other side. Sarsi's been having a bit of a nightmare series, if I'm honest, at least in this map. Not what you're after. John QT down a little low, and he can't be subtle. Maybe trying to lock him in, make it costly. There might be the silver lining they're aiming for, because they're not going to get much else now.
Sassy Bulldog in hand. Try and find something on the way back through, do some damage, but that's what all but wraps. On the first, the second, though, Rians stands his ground. The Heretics finding an early response here. Sentinels in check. All on the back of Minibu once again. Beautiful response as well to the thrash coming through. So I believe Benji gets detained as well just behind that. Like I said, I'm not sure who the molly bounced off, but almost the saving grace here really for Heretics to slow things down. I don't even know if it bounced off anyone. I think it just bounced off the wall.
Save my ass, bro.
Pardon?
Good job.
Saved him. Saved.
I was looking at my notes and I was like, did you say that? 7-8. First answer back, but that was the buy against the bonus, right? So now we got to see what the buy looks like with Sentinels now. And it looks a lot like the pistol.
Quickly down B long again.
Yeah, pop flash through. Minibu's position's good though, and he's got Boo to back him up. Yeah, they've read that. They're very well prepared for it now. Fortunately, Sarsi does at least take one with him, but you can see the damage is done. John QT was on the other side of the map. That's pretty reasonable, but this aggression was handled perfectly.
That swagger, that bravado of Sentinel starting to rear its head here on map 3. You get aggressive and punished for it. Great awareness from Heretics, yeah.
This isn't bad from Sen. I'd like the idea at least. They might...
They might catch Rians. Oh no, the drone's cancelled already.
Yep. That's rough. That's really rough. Does Sarsi's position get read? Yet re-enters on the case. It doesn't win the fight, but they note both players. Safe plant.
Safe plant, yeah.
Good plan. Penatech's got to be careful. Very low on HP. Could be spammed potentially.
Gets to be out of the box, yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately for him, Snakebite goes to the wrong direction, so he gets to live another day. I don't know if the dog actually crested the corner enough to be able to see his position. It's not going to be one of a surprise, but the pop flash to the swing. Yeah, Minibu going to make that one his. And now it's down to Sassy with 11 HP. Not going to get it done. Heretics getting a grip on Sentinels now, reading that B-long aggression, predicting it well.
Is that enough to keep it in check now? Four Sentinels back under the safety of deeper positions here. I mean, to say, they're even ready for the third and fourth swings on this.
They know they commit to it. There's no,
Yeah, I mean, Sentinels have to. You can't go half in on a play like that.
Yes.
Sentinels will continue to do so. Sassy now one away from the Seekers. Zekken 2 off the showstopper, and actually Heretics now looking to switch up the pace.
Second is so mechanically just filthy. Look at him go! Minibu had no idea this guy is just giving him hell. It's a treat to watch him play. And Heretics, hello? Okay, they got back to kind of handling it in the end. Zekken with a third this round. And Heretics left down to 2, Patatek and Benji Fishy. Especially with those Seekers coming through, nothing is left unchecked on here. Careful though, Zelsis.
Spammed out through the box.
Taking a lot of damage. Gonna know both. Actually can drawing out 2 ults in this round. Doubling down on this. And it goes right in between them. Benji Fishy's reposition is quite nice here. Yes, it leaves Patatek vulnerable, but it's an unexpected angle potentially.
Conscious of the flank.
This is looking rotten for Benji Fishy. Flank is on the way. You can see them receding towards Shower, knowing that's the case. Sentinels playing safe, playing smart. Benji Fishy's starting to feel that. It's like, okay, no one's challenging me. Why is that? What's going on here? How do you get a read on this? Could take TP, walk into the unknown. Could challenge what he knows, but that's Zelsis, who's had a hot hand in this game. Creeping closer, but 2 players. Not gonna happen. Zelsis there. Putting SEN back into the lead now. Just barely.
Maintain 3 rifles as well, so try and get something going in terms of the backup funds here, but Zekken,
man, what a superstar.
Yeah, I mean, the first Minibu gives up the second for free. Not noting the reposition here, I guess, amid the chaos.
Nice!
Zelsis building towards the orbital strike. On the other side of things, Riens and Minibu, both with their ultimates at play. Flash noting presence, but no follow-up behind this here for Sentinels this time around. Actually, the double stack in Hookah drifting deeper and deeper here. Might even get punished by Boo. No. Minibu will sniff it out with his ultimate.
There we go. Should see this. Yeah. Both players. And a clear sight.
Yeah, they should know that they have a very open B site here on the back of that.
But the crunch, that's what I'm waiting on, is the rest of Sentinels on the way, all around on the flank. But then keep in mind Benji Fishy, right? His position could still be so pivotal because they feel nothing CT, right? There is no presence in CT. They've not felt anything coming from that side. So do they start reading this? Benji Fishy already turning around, and SEN are here. They've made it here. This is going to be a 3-2 play back in as it stands. Benji Fishy with a lot of weight on his shoulders, and he will be actually noted and outdone. TenZ cracks it open. Now the problems begin as the retake fully starts. Boo gonna try and slip back towards the corner of Elbow. You can see how much this is suffocating them, but they're slow. They've tried to hold them back, buy some time. Underhand flash to the swing, but the pressure on the side is mounting. TenZ and Zelsis in unison, down to a 2v3. TenZ barely alive, but still standing, as is Zekken. Diffuse started and re-ends. How much can one man do? Not enough! TenZ are forced to be reckoned with on the play back in.
What a crazy retake that is from Sentinels. Minibu rolling the dice, trying to TP back in behind it. Zekken now starting to light up the server. It's unfortunate for Benji Fishy, but diligent on the approach here. Unfortunately, Heretics not able to slow this down at all. On double digits now, Sentinels leading by 2.
Things starting to look worrying for Heretics here when you see those double digits next to SEN's name. And for Sentinels, after what was a rotten start, they've clawed it back. They're looking good. And TenZ starting to warm up as well. Not just Zelsis, not just Zekken. He's finding his form. He's got some targets. Sassy quick with it too, and he has not been having that fantastic map here, but still more than able to manhandle Heretics trying to play up towards long. And a quick escape for Benji Fishy. And Rienz, excuse me, all the way back around.
John QT playing up towards heaven here, so happy to concede. Allow Heretics to potentially find this plant on A. Also have the orbital strike from range, but Zelsis well out of distance right now. As the clock continues to tick, Sentinel's probably aware of what's going on here. Everybody coming back around. Ball comes through. Heretics need to find a couple of kills quick here. Ahead of Sentinels taking control of the site once again, but Thrash comes through. Gonna pave the way for this retake.
I don't see too many threats yet with Rienz falling. They are handling everything step by step. It's clinical. Sen, you can see second. Hello? Oh, wait. Easy, Tiger. Easy. That's 11. Sentinels now looking so close. It's touching distance to that first win here.
Gotcha.
Heretics, I guess, just starting to lose control a little bit of some of these rounds. Able to find much success here in the second half. This timeout going to be crucial. A pivotal round here. To have the purchase available. Viper's Pit and the divide for Boo. The other side of things, Zelsis is still holding on to the orbital strike. Second, 25 for 15.
He is absolutely lighting up this game. Very, very impressive work from him. And again, I was curious about this change with Tens coming in on this. Looks good.
He's looked very robust.
Yep, yeah, very solid. Can't doubt it. Not going to say a bad word about it. He is looking on the money here. And at 8-11, this timeout, this adjustment has to be a godsend if Heretics want a chance, because that momentum is firmly in the hands of Sentinels right now, Mike. This is their game now to lose, it feels like, with the 3 rounds consecutively that they've just managed to convert. They are on the verge of it, right? 12 is everything to them.
It will almost feel like you seal the deal. We'll deny info off the flash. Does Sassy come forward for the orb? Diligent here. Actually, the dog goes through the TP. So yeah, Sentinel's desperately trying to get a grip on where Heretics are positioned. I think Sassy now, considering the possibility that information was denied.
Very close by, though. They've got to make a quick run for this. This will mean that they have to give up the site. They get a little bit of stall, so maybe they want to stick around? That's an option now. John QT, how does he decide to call it? Checking back towards, clearing backside. Making sure no one can slip through CT.
Oh, the spam!
Jesus, the damage. Should be able to get the plant here. Boo, gonna make a run for it. Gets out of danger for now. But you can see, Benji Fishy is low, Palitek is low, and the rest of Sentinels are now on the site. They are here, they are close by. That spike peeled away far. Oh, the counter spam Rienz! Not letting Zekken get into this round. That could be a difference maker. He's been the headliner. Rienz keep more players back. Can he hold back this Sentinel squad? 3 of them towards elbow here. Boo by his side, potentially. This is tense now. Rienz waiting for that first player. The double flash gonna come through. They look to try and pressure this now. Boo took safety, took Sanctuary in the smoke, and now it's on Zelsis. A 1v3 would be a miracle, and it ain't happening now. Palitek closing down the round, keeping Heretics in this series.
A must-win coming out of the timeout. That denial of information paying dividends. Rienz pretty swift with the counter spam there to find Zekken to slow things down for Sentinels on that retake. And a lifeline delivered here. Take another round or two to break the funds of Sentinels. This one will get them close, to be honest. So B might be the focal point here. Minibu a chance to get his ultimate online here with this orb. With some crucial information once again. Careful, considerate here on the way in.
That's the third man they've seen now brought over, right? Noting that Zelsis is here as the additional body. Waiting to see Boo's eventual plan is as well.
I mean, there's no presence at all towards Ace. There's no reason for Sentinels to give up this three-man hold. Now the divide almost going to confirm that.
Very deep divide too. SEN going to decide to stick in front of the site, and that's a mistake because Minibu is right here! And he makes him know it's a mistake. Can he find the third, or does he get to keep his life? Catching the cross would be Sassy, and he doesn't have much room to play with, but can he punish it? Minibu still delivering value, still cutting them down to size. As TenZ and Sassy, Sassy's fallen, it's on TenZ now. A 1v5 even for this man is too much. He's backing away, and Minibu absolutely eviscerated them.
And this is all set in motion. Surgical position from Boo's divide to give Minibu a little pocket to play out of on site here. There'll be Heretics finding double digits in response. They're hunting TenZ now. Trying to squeeze every penny out of the bank.
Absolutely right. TenZ trying to just hunker down, right? Like just wants to keep that rifle. Ew. He makes up for the first couple of shots going astray. Boo's gone down. How much more do they want to hunt on this? I think that calls it. That calls off the chase. But what an execute. That was the kind of plays I was hoping to see.
I'd love to see. I mean, we did get a glimpse of it here. This pocket right here. And the dart is timed to perfection from Rians.
God.
And then double dips inside it.
It's spectacular. And we've seen other plays similar to it, kind of remind me of some of the split executes that they had.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a couple of others, and we hadn't seen them depending on that. We hadn't really seen it come out yet. We hadn't seen, obviously, maybe Boo didn't want to invest it just yet. Maybe he was waiting for, the key moment to call it out.
It's a pocket play, isn't it? It's something you
can't
pull
run
out.
it again. You can't.
In the 11th hour, yeah. You get one of those every series.
You do. They've got themselves back. Okay, so there was a timeout in that 19th round. After that 19th round, they pumped the brakes, didn't they? 2 rounds now in quick succession. A lovely pocket play. Minibu teed up. But again, Sentinels realize that there's something changing. They don't want to let this slip. Pump of the brakes for themselves. Tactical timeout called here in the 22nd or coming into. Can they reactivate some of these players? Second again, he's on 25 kills. He's having a huge series and one off the showstopper.
Don't ignore this, Sentinels on the brink of some huge ults.
Yep.
Problem being, Heretics have closed the gap with those 2 rounds. They're not going to be able to, Sentinels aren't going to be able to sit back and wait for these to build up, for that snowball round to come around.
No, you're absolutely right.
The finances are concerning, the scoreline itself. The other side of things, Heretics getting closer and closer to the Hunter's Fury, maybe the null command in this round or the next.
It just seems like they just want to keep bullying Sassy and John QT. They found what they feel is the weak point, and they're just hitting it over and over again. This time, it looks far more defaulty. Again, not a bad plan considering there's just been a timeout. You want to temper if there was any aggression, any fact finders, anything untoward that SEN wanted to do. This is what you pause for. Also, they burn a little bit of utility. So again, you're not going to be unhappy with this slower start if you're Heretics. For Sentinels, you want to try and get a little bit of a guess as to where they are. And it looks like an early rotation of 10s is the adjustment.
They're almost going to try and fake a little bit off the knife here. That wall up short, a little bit more utility invested towards lamps here. And it's drawing 10s. For a moment there, considering. 10s does commit back towards B site, yeah.
Right place, 3 players. Double stack towards...
John QT and Sassy have to stand their ground here.
I mean, the attention's down long, right? So you'd say 10s is good for 1 here. Right? I feel like he is. Yeah, okay, contact. There it is. Should be ringing the alarm bells. They don't know the extent, but they know something's up. John QT. Feeling that. and they've noted TenZ, so they know it's him on this site. They know the John QT is still here. Sassy will be noted too. Miniboo does find TenZ, but it's John QT to hold them back. Not the easy site hit, but they've done well enough to secure a slice of safety for probably the plant here. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, the chip damage is good, but they had to get the plant down. There's only 12 seconds. Now we look at where Sentinels are. They have some
Boo spotted on the flank.
Oh my God.
The flash is perfect from Sassy. The awareness is there now. They have to dig their heels in.
But you can see the response over towards Elbow as well. They're looking for a little bit further of a fight down towards CT. They've got them pinned here. Oh, and the flash!
Oh my God!
Patitech! The timing of that, taking down the heavy hitters. Zellsis down, second down, and now they know where the final two are. That was exceptional from Heretics there. Good read in the post plant, leaving these two just trying to play their life. Sassy gives them an exit. They've got to take it. They've got to make a run for this. Keep those weapons where they are, because we're going all even here.
So well constructed and so well read by Heretics. The flash comes through at the perfect timing. You can see immediately the coordination towards Elbow.
Yeah.
And a perfect flash.
You couldn't ask for a better flash there, could you? Bloody hell.
There's your G2 Patitech impact.
What a throwback. What a throwback. Oh man, this is the game we wanted. A lot of people saying, you know, SEN #1 seed potentially in this overall tip to win the whole thing. And a couple of believers putting Heretics up in that top 3 too. This is the level of matchup we were wanting. Both teams giving us a fantastic showing here. And it looks like a pacey hit, at least to start with. Yeah, absolutely. 3 players dedicated towards B early this time, TenZ being one of them. Turning the flash, Patitech is in. Leading the way with the ult, but they don't check on TenZ. They don't check on John QT. What do you think you're doing? You still got to respect Sentinels like this. Left in ruins on the site. There's still players to clear. Look at John QT's position. Boo is a centimeter away. Are you serious? He wants that res. He's not going to get it. John QT just living his life out in this smoke. Finally trying to get away to safety. They have no idea of this. Surely not. And Boo's left on his own on site. Spots the player on long. Now they know. You've heard the show start.
Wait!
No! Not like this! Not like this at all! It's on a 2v2 and you know you're shaking. Zellsis, can you make up for it? It's Boo on the other side now in a 1v2, 59 seconds. Can he play it out second?
Oh my God.
Makes up for almost misery and puts them to 12.
Nearly an absolute fumble here. But Sentinels get themselves to the finish line. Not across just yet. TenZ, what an absolute hero. Look at his screen right now. There's so much posted his direction.
Oh, God.
Zellsis, a crucial kill onto Rians as well.
Oh.
Sentinels cling to life here. And they find map point first
My
again.
hands are shaking.
Hands up.
Oh, is it? Come on, give us OT. I want this to go the distance. Do you know what? If SEN close, fair play after that round. Oh man, this is wild. So many ults for Sentinels too. One away from Miniboo, but he can't really have much access to it here. They burnt so much. Down to a Bulldog for Boo, but it's pacey. It's going to be 2, Zekken and Zellsis, the big hitters. And Zekken's always up for the fight. Always up for the challenge. That's Miniboo down.
The detain as well. They're going to fall off. Here,
Bench
is going to fall.
They're hungry for it. Zellsis. Oh, he's ripping them limb from limb. And now Rians and Boo. So far back, the Seekers hunting them down. This might have just slipped through their fingertips. This might be it for them. How much can these 2 players achieve right now?
A 2v5 here to keep map 3 alive. Yeah, the crowd getting involved now.
I mean, Rian's exceptional mechanic capability, good performance here, but this is going to take, I mean, we've seen some strange things, Mike.
We have.
But this is a lot.
They've got a ton of space to work with here. John QT does have his pit available, but completely disconnected from B site here. Not going to get anything in terms of extra utility here off the plant. All 5 members now of Sentinels, the penny has dropped. A 2v5 post plant here.
They split up. One towards Elbow and Boo towards Hookah. Riens is going to give away somewhat of his position here with that utility. He needs to be good for minimum 2. Oh, the spray's not going to get it. Here it is, down to 1. What can Rienz do? They know the position. He's down at 31 HP. They've got 5 standing. Surely it's done. Sassy grabs the last one. 13-11. Sentinels on their international debut with pure success.
What a series, and what a final map to close things out.
Beautiful game, Mike.
Sentinels demonstrating resilience more than once today.
Oh, yeah.
The Heretics man stepping up to the plate. See, a tough loss.
Bless him.
But again, no reason to walk away from this series feeling anything but, well, absolutely amazed with their own performance.
Look,
Heretics are stretching this to the absolute distance.
We've cast a lot of finals. That is the quality of Near on a final at times. And I wouldn't be surprised if potentially we see it re-emerge at one point. That's neither here nor there. Give credit where it's due. Heretics put up a fabulous attempt. It could not have been closer at some points.
No, definitely not. Lots of positives to take away from today. Obviously, some of the questions coming in around the confidence, the performance. Could this translate to the stage here? Obviously, now everybody together on stage.
Yeah.
I think we squashed that.
Yeah, we do.
Walk away with their heads held high in a 2-1 loss here, but Sentinels, the ones to come out on top. Explosive as ever. Never a boring series, always a storyline here.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got to go buy the bundle now, eh? He brought out the banner. Oh, wow. What a game. I mean, if you look at the series...
A real joy to watch, honestly. Even with what felt like, semi-blowout on map 2, but...
Yeah. Nah, map 3 made it
genuinely
worth it.
fantastic series.
It was, an absolute treat, this one. Didn't expect to see that quality in the group stage, if I'm honest.
No.
I thought, maybe some of the teams would warm into it a little bit, start feeling out the game. We might get a good map or two, but a decent 3-map series, bordering on OT. Man, if we got OT, I'd have been
I was ready for it, man. The fact that Sentinels responded like that after the preceding few rounds, yeah.
Any point in the game, you kind of pause it and think of where it was. Like the start of this was Heretics just mopping the floor with Sentinels.
Yeah.
Mad timeout hits. They come back with the perfect response. And I think the biggest takeaway in my mind that you noted there as well was kind of the resilience that we saw.
Sure.
Even after a pretty atrocious start, we've had a couple of up and down maps. They were able to find solutions.
Yeah, because there was times we were looking on the player cams and the vibes just weren't there.
They were quiet.
It was very quiet in the Sentinels camp. So real testament to their resilience to come out on top here and close out 13-11 on map 3.
Got to say as well, Zekken, what a performance.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, Zelsis I want to put right up there with him. Initially, it was more the value of the kills he was getting.
Yeah, because I think as well, individually, there's a couple of times throughout the series where you can question some of the members on Sentinels. Obviously, Sassy being on the 3rd. Zelsis kind of letting his foot off the gas a little bit on map 2, but coming to map 3 here, it's Zekken and Tens for me.
Yeah, no, they were absolutely perfect to witness. Honestly, I can't wait to see how this goes on because this feels like, again, it's such a small sample size. Looking at how maybe SEN now match up with the next opponent, how does Heretics match up? Because potentially we could have just seen 2 finalist quality teams meet in the group stage.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
So now we have to see how it kind of
in
evens
that form
out.
as well, to be honest.
God, give me more of that. Because that's, again, you hope that Heretics shake off the nerves, because there was a fair amount of nerves in that one. And then on the other side for Sentinels, you've seen such great capability there. So I just want more. That's the simplicity.
Give us another
of
map.
it.
Can we run another map?
Can we just do, like, for the fun? Just for the fun. I want more. And speaking of more, I do believe we have Tens lined up for an interview, so I can't wait to hear from him.
And Sentinels is here. Sentinels está aquí. Y lo primero que tengo que decir es, Tens, welcome back to the Masters stage. Welcome back to the international stage. It's been quite some time, but you get this win. And the first thing I want to ask you is, how does it feel to be back? How does it feel to play with these fans? Kind of rooting for Heretics, but you're still able to close it out.
Yeah, the match was super intense. Heretics was playing really well. They have a very unique style compared to a lot of other teams, and I think, for example, their Sunset is really, really well ironed out. And overall, like, it was a tough match, so GG's.
GG's. Le preguntaba y le decía que bienvenido de vuelta al stage internacional al stage de Master. Ha pasado bastante tiempo desde la última vez que lo vimos, pero una partida difícil que logra cerrar. ¿Cómo se siente? La respuesta que me da es que sí era una partida difícil, pero como escuchaban lo que dice ahí, GG's. Así que ahora preguntando un poco más dentro del mapa, mi segunda pregunta va a ser acerca de esa última composición, de hecho, que vimos. Vimos a Tens jugando Gecko, algo nuevo, estamos acostumbrados a verlo con el Yoru. ¿A qué se debía este cambio de composición y cómo se sentía con el Gecko? I want to ask you a little bit more about what happened inside that match, that last map specifically. You were playing that Gecko, we're used to seeing that Yoru from you on Bind. You bring out the Gecko, how does it feel and why does that change come through?
So we initially made the change right immediately after lock-in to play Gecko because we were playing against it. It was really, really strong, and we saw the potential. Kaplan said, "Hey, ready to learn Gecko?" And I was like, "I'm down."
And that's it. Nos dice que hacen el cambio justamente después de que pasaba el torneo, que pasaba kickoff, y cuando querían hacer esos cambios, Kaplan decía, hey, ¿cómo te sientes jugando Gecko? Y le dice, sí, listo, hagámoslo. Con eso se define. Ahora, para mi última pregunta, quiero saber cómo se siente acerca de lo que van a hacer los equipos que tomaron la victoria en lo que han sido estos últimos días. Han sido Carmine Corp, Gen.G, EDG y ahora Sentinels, curiosamente todos el primer seed. ¿Cómo se siente en contra de ellos? ¿Y qué nos puede decir si eso significa que este es el torneo más competitivo que hemos tenido de Valorant? Tens, we have something really interesting going on this event because we have every single first seed winning their matches. This usually doesn't happen, you know? You have maybe a couple teams, but not every single one. How do you feel about those teams that have been winning? And does it mean this is the most competitive Masters event we've had?
Yeah, for sure. All the teams put in a lot of hard work, and it shows like the teams that did end up first seed, they're really strong teams. So everyone 1-0 group, it's going to be a tough match. Buy the SEN bundle. Okay. It's going to be a tough match no matter who we face.
Definitivamente es el evento más competitivo, el Masters más competitivo. Los equipos están complicados, están peleados. Ay, me llegan a Celsius también hablando, diciendo que compran el bundle de Sentinels. Y lo último que decían era que todas las partidas igual van a estar muy buenas y la que le toque a Sentinels va a estar muy buena. Y hablando de eso, si están curiosos de cómo van a ser esas partidas, ya viene. If you're curious about how those next couple days, next couple matches are going to go, we're going to go to the draw show to figure it out.
¿Qué tal? Buenas noches, ¿cómo estáis todos? Good night, how's everybody? Ok, so vamos a hacer el draft para saber qué equipo se enfrenta con quién. Ha sido una lástima ver a Heretics aquí perder, pero bueno, siguen habiendo chances de ganar. We are sad that Heretics lost. Congratulations to Sentinels, to everybody. And let's see the draft. I head over to Victoria. She's going to be helping me do the draft so that I don't take Heretics with the easy ones.
What's going on here. So in the first round, all the teams that won are in a single pool, and then all the teams that lost are in another one. So I'm going to draw them one at a time. The first one drawn is a higher seed for that match. I think that's it. Let's get started. So the first team for the first match is going to be EDG.
El primer equipo es EDG, mi favorito Kang.
And they will be playing, let's do this one.
So, Heretics no.
Gen.G.
Aquí es Gen.G contra Gen.G, ¿qué pensamos? Kang puede ganar, ¿eh?
The second match, the first team, so the first or the higher seed, will be Sentinels.
Sentinels, let's go, some noise for them.
And so they will be playing Carmine Corp.
Y juegan contra Carmine Corp, los franceses. Uf.
All right,
so duro.
Thank you. So those matches are going to be tomorrow, order to be determined. And we will move forward to the matches on the 17th. So the first team for the first match, we will go with Heretics.
Heretics juega pasado mañana. Let's go.
And they will play HyperX.
Contra HyperX. Madre mía. Qué partidazo.
And so that means the second match will be FPX
Pamplas Phoenix
against Loud.
Contra Loud. Vaya partidazos. tengo muchísimas ganas de verlos todos, en concreto a Sentinels, a Kang, también a Heretics, a ver cómo podemos hacerlo contra HyperX. Thank you so much, Victoria. Y buenas noches a todos, gracias por el apoyo, gracias de parte de Heretics y de España por todo lo que habéis hecho de ruido, de verdad, de corazón. Los chavales están súper contentos y gracias de corazón. Nos vemos otro día.
Massive shout out to Victoria and Thoker. I gotta make sure I get that right. I mean, it's hard for me to, you know, I'll get there eventually. My Duolingo's
You got your R's, we'll get on the Z's, you know.
Pues claro.
No
But boy, oh boy, what matches we got lined up, Bren. This is gonna be some wild
Dude,
stuff.
my eyes lit up when I saw the Cloud match, man. Sen versus Carbon Core. You gotta be kidding me.
It ain't getting easier for Sentinels, man.
No.
I am telling you, there is a horde of people taking a bus tonight, so they do not miss that matchup between Casey and Sentinels.
Yeah, that thing is going to be absolute fireworks there. Great matches, though, as well on the lower end, too, guys. Like, we're going to see, you know, Loud take on FPX. We also have Heretics that will be going up against HyperX, which, you know, like, given what we've seen here today, I wouldn't be shocked if people are favoring Loud and Heretics in those matches.
Yeah, I think that also they're very different because a lot of it comes into how not only prepare you are, but how also you're, you know, coming back from a loss. For a team like HyperX that has been longer together, it's understandable that they know the protocols, but for Heretics, at the same time that they've a new team, they've only lost that one time in lock-in, you know, and here is different because you had everybody cheering out for you.
Here are all the matches laid out here. So day 3, we will get, we're going to have the matches lined up here in a minute. So EDG Gen G, by the way, which, Bren, that match is going to slap.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be a good one. I mean, it's like almost that, not inter-regional matchup, but it's definitely teams that are going to be deeply familiar with each other. I know I was getting, you know, I was getting little tidbits as well from the media room as well of EDG after their win, literally the streets, man. I mean, EDG after their win, being asked like what team would they want to play against. I mean, Gen G was mentioned as a name, and it was just straight up deadpan, like, we are not scared of Gen G. Like, the EDG think that they've got them handled. So, I mean, honestly, that match, whichever order it's going to be played into, is going to be an absolute banger. Common Core Sentinels again. I can't stop going on about that one. That is going to be packing this arena out.
Especially after what we saw today. I mean, I stake on it like instant classic. That was, had they forced, we were joking about it before, had they got the 2v5 clutch to force the OT, bro, I would have been, just take me right then and there. Just take me, baby. Like, I want to ascend to the high ground. But here are the maps that the matches that we are going to be seeing. So for day 3, tomorrow, we're going to get EDG versus Gen G, and then we're going to get Sentinels versus Carmine Core. Keep in mind that schedule is to be determined, as you can see on the left there. And then day 4 will be Heretics HyperX, and then, of course, FPX Loud.
Exactly, and remember that the matches that we have tomorrow are of the winners. By the way, all of them, as Riot was saying, are going to be from that first seed of every region. We're seeing the schedule right now. The first match is going to be
it's not TBD anymore.
Versus, versus Gen G, and then Sentinels versus K-Core. And remember, whomever wins from those two makes it straight onto playoffs. And on the second one, those 4 teams, they're fighting for a second chance. That's the Swiss, right? You lose 2, you're out. You win 2, you're in.
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting matchups as well. I absolutely love what we've done here with the Swiss system.
Yeah.
Heading into the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing just, so much parity, and you're seeing the best teams as well. I mean, they're just kind of like sailing their way through, I suppose. But with the quality that we've got from all of these teams, it doesn't matter if a team is like playing the most amount of matches, I feel like. I don't know. It's awesome to see. This has been probably one of the best events that we've had so far. I know it's early days, but the quality is up there.
Totally. I think that for tomorrow or the day after, we should do some rookie check-in, you know, because I feel like we've seen so many new faces, and I do not see anyone that has been underperforming or underwhelming in any sense. So I would love to see, you know, what everybody thinks about, you know, the numbers that they're putting out there and the performances.
Exactly. And I think as well, right, we've been, to both of your point, but Bren, you know, I think like, this right here is the new generation. This is it. What we've been treated to, the players that are the superstars that are popping up on that stage, bunch of fresh faces. You couldn't have asked for a better way to start. It's day 2, guys.
Yeah.
It's day 2. This is amazing. Anyway, I think we might as well call it there because looking at the thing, it's 10:22. And
everything's open in Spain. No worries.
That's fair. Good point. That's why I love this city. It's been an amazing time so far here in Madrid, Spain. But don't worry, folks. The fun keeps on going. Make sure you join us here tomorrow for more Valorant, more VCT, the best teams in the world squaring off on that stage. It's Winners Day, baby. And you couldn't ask for a better way to continue the show. We'll see you then.
2024 has given us a lot of surprises. Maybe it is time for EDG to bring another one onto the table.
There's a TP out of Aldor and a 3rd kill. The retakes over the last few rounds just haven't been working. They need to try and get some of those early fights in, and they'll win one. It's around here. They've got to deal with him. They want to get this fight planted, and Munyen with a beautiful shot, and now a crossfire angle. And HyperX sealing the coffin of EDG. Well, that is the first map for HyperX. I'm excited for the next map, though. Managed to get one. The Boombot's done a significant amount of damage, but he's still in the corner. They haven't spotted him. Howdong still alive. That's the thing. There are no easy games. Here goes Munyen again. Oh! 6 seconds as they make it towards the side. One shot. The defuse being stuck to half, but the swing is perfect. Map 3 is coming up next. It really was, and it's back to going great. Nobody with 3 kills, and now it's just one standing. 10 bullets, and it's only 1 needed. It doesn't look too good for HyperX. You might think this is an eco, but it's not. The weaker weapon up Forsaken, good for 2. Maybe more to be found, but nobody low. He's 90 HP, finding another 3 health. And now the problems really are there. The 2 flashes will now no longer, and it's a few bullets in the difference, but that's enough. EDG, 4th time is the charm, as they finally bested HyperX.
You can feel the electricity and the Madrid arena. This atmosphere is out of this world. And you have 2 teams that could very well lay it all out there on the field today, folks. Our last match of the day. You couldn't ask for a better matchup.
It's going to be HyperX to draw first blood, but TenZ answers back. And perfectly so! Welcome back to the international stage, TenZ. But he's still going! Need to pry out, he's just got no time. He's got to get in there, HyperX! Right back in their faces! This is so precarious, so dangerous, and Celsius takes him down, Panatek! In that corner, how do you clear this? Minibu dives on in. Oh, it's lovely work again! Sentinels looking large and back in charge here. First map is wrapped. Sentinels looking exceedingly strong.
For Sentinels, a 2-0 victory here would be a statement.
Sentinels now going to approach this after giving up a lot of this side. The second, though, to open things up.
Halfway achieved. It's not everything we had to slow. Maybe. Oh, heartbreak. The time. He's absolutely got it. But now the defuse going to get started, and HyperX going to be doing the damage, but the defuse is still going on. Made to halfway. Spams there. TenZ. You got a miracle for me now. Not this time. Benji Fishy still standing. Wants this done. Wants map 3. And they're going to get it. HyperX Ravenous for the 3rd. We all wanted it, and we're going to get it.
But the question now is who walks away on top? Who's going to end the drought?
Oh my god, they're out of time. Surely. No way. He's got the defuse. Boo is there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Blind. Wall in place. It's a massacre! Sentinels left in pieces! Oh dear. Oh dear. And finding Benji Fishy wasn't the player you're expecting. Second! We're tied up. This is what we were after. He's down at 31 HP. They've got 5 standing. Surely it's done. Sassy claims the last one. Sentinels on their international debut with pure success.